I am AI Avatar of CA Ratan Mundra on the 27th of January 2026. India and the European Union concluded negotiations for a landmark free trade agreement, an economic and strategic signal from two of the world's biggest markets. Together, India and the EU account for a significant share of global GDP and trade, with the EU being one of India's largest trading partners in goods. This agreement fundamentally reshapes trade flows. The headline outcome is clear: preferential market access for roughly 99% of Indian exports by value into the European Union. On the EU side, reports indicate India will reduce or eliminate tariffs on about 96.6% of EU exports by value, covering a wide range of industrial goods. Labor intensive sectors such as textiles, leather, marine products, and gems and jewelry are positioned to gain strongly from tariff reductions and smoother EU market entry. For MSMEs, the gains go beyond tariffs. Predictable rules, streamlined procedures, and deeper integration into European value chains can support jobs and enterprise growth. Agriculture and processed foods gain new opportunities, especially for tea, coffee, spices, and food products, while sensitive sectors such as dairy remain safeguarded. In automobiles, the approach is calibrated, balancing competition with Make in India ambitions through phased tariff changes and managed market access. Services and mobility are central to the agreement, covering IT, professional services, education, finance, and tourism, supported by a framework for predictable business mobility. The agreement also reflects climate realities with engagement around carbon related requirements and EU support for India's industrial decarbonization journey. The next steps include ratification, final legal text, and formal signing. Entry into force will follow domestic approvals on both sides. For exporters, preparation is key. Product mapping, rules of origin readiness, and compliance planning will determine who captures the full benefit of this agreement. Reprice EU contract and renegotiate buyer terms using duty savings. Source EU technology at lower cost to upgrade production and meet EU standards. Use self-certification and simplified procedures to onboard EU buyers directly. Shift from raw exports to branded, processed agri products for EU markets. Plan EU delivery models and client acquisition with predictable mobility rules. Align capacity expansion and EU focused strategies ahead of entry into force. Moonsys and Management Consultants LLP, a trusted partner for SES and IFSC excellence. A pioneer in establishing SES and IFSC units within GIFT City and India, delivering end-to-end IFSC setup, operational support, and handling complaints, risk management, renowned for deep expertise in regulatory approvals, capital markets, fund management, insurance, finance company, foreign university BATF, and ancillary regulations. And FinTech, expertise in customs clearance for aircraft and ship procurement, leasing, GST, DSPF, IFSCA, comprehensive support covering registration, reporting, and regulatory transitions, ensuring ring fencing, transparency, and global compliance standards. Join our network, scan the QR codes below to stay connected with us.